years ago, a fire destroyed one Chippewa Valley eye clinic. As WEAU's Daniel Gomez shares, after years of obstacles, the business is returning to the place it once stood.
Kathy Sipple took the Our Trip home one November night in 2019.
So I had just gotten home, we had started eating supper, and I got a call from an employee who said that the clinic was on fire.
Now that would be the Chippewa Valley Eye Clinic and Optical. She drove straight back to Eau Claire to join the neighbors of the clinic watching the fire destroy the building.
And it was very, very cold, and there were a lot of people. Of course, we stood and watched as the clinic was burning down. It seemed a little bit like a dream, you know, for something like that to happen so quickly without any kind of a forewarning whatsoever. There were a lot of tears that night from a lot of people who have been there for many, many years.
Once the smoke settled, it was time to figure out what's next. Luckily for the clinic staff, they were able to move into not just one, but two clinical spaces right by HSHS Sacred Heart.
That clinic was not quite going to be large enough for all of us to accommodate, so the building right next door was also vacant.
With the two new places to work out of, it was time to rebuild the clinic. Sipple says, what better place than where it once stood?
And I think the patients are used to this area, so we felt that this was the most important place to be.
However, there were some bumps in the road to rebuilding.
We had already started working with the builder and an architect to start working on this rebuild, but then COVID hit, and so everything stopped for, it was close to a year and a half.
But now in 2023, the new building is ready to go. Sipple says the new Chippewa Valley Eye Clinic and Optical is about twice the size of the original building and took about $8 million to build it. With the extra space comes more exam rooms, more eye doctors, and more optical services.
It still seems very surreal to all of us to be in one building again.
Sipple says she and the clinic are grateful for the community support over the past 3 years. In Eau Claire, Daniel Gomez, WEAU 13 News.
Sipple says tomorrow the eye clinic should be up and running at full speed again.